Happy Wednesday. It is Rachel. Welcome to today's episode of What You Making Wednesday. Yes, I am getting started here around noon because I wanted to give you guys a quick peek of our new slow cooker, you guys. So this is coming out in our fall catalog. It has these locks on it. You don't have the locks on when you're cooking, you guys. You don't want to turn into a pressure cooker situation. But if you were then taking it with warm food somewhere, you would lock it down while you travel, unlock it before you plug it back in. It's got this neat rest for your lid that sits on the back. And then there's a spoon rest that you can pull out on the bottom. Now I'm going to tell you in advance, this would get really, really hot if you left it in there while it was cooking again. So you want to pull that out, have that out before you get started. What I am doing in my slow cooker today, you guys, is I am just cooking chicken. So I am making our Scampi meal mix, and it involves chicken. And if you are not familiar with the fact that I don't like touching raw meat, my favorite way to cook chicken is in the slow cooker. Frozen chicken, I'm not touching yucky, squishy, slimy meat. But our slow cooker has a digital display. So you can choose low or high. And so low defaults to 8 hours, high defaults to 4 hours. So I'm going to select high. And then you guys, I could change the time to whatever I wanted to change it to. But I'm just going to do high for 4 hours and start it up. And then when it is done, you guys, it is going to switch over to warm. So you might be like, Rachel, why on earth are you making a bunch of unseasoned chicken? So this is more chicken than I need for this recipe, you guys. This recipe tells me I need, how much chicken does it even tell me that I need? 1.5 pounds. Well, maybe this is that much chicken. But what I plan to do here, you guys, half of the chicken is going to be for tonight's recipe. The other half of the chicken, I am going to shred it. I'm going to add some taco seasoning, maybe my chipotle. Let me see what I have in the cupboard. And then I will already have shredded chicken for burritos tomorrow night because I work on Thursday. So this is like a batch cooking twofer, but I wanted to be able to show you guys the slow cooker. So I will be back around dinner time to get this going. So we have switched over to keep warm, which runs for 4 hours. And look at that. Yum, plain chicken. No, not so much. But I'm going to pull out what I need. I'm going to start a pot of pasta going, and I will be back. This recipe involves wine. Now, typically Joel is here to do this part for me, but ideally I would like dinner to be ready by the time he gets home. So I'm going to use the electric wine bottle opener, which, if I have not made mention, is returning for the fall as well, you guys. Oh wait, there's a button you push. Okay. Oh. Woo, it did it on its own. And then you just wait. And it ejects the cork. All right, you guys, now I bet you can guess what I will be giving away as a grand prize in my Halloween party in October. So if you have not booked, you guys, I've got 6 hosts. I can take 2 more. But I think people are going to love this. This is typically something folks don't buy themselves. They grab it as a host, but because of the price point, they don't typically buy it themselves. But I think we're going to get some pretty good sales in the parties if I'm giving that away. And then just a reminder, you guys, on that slow cooker, it is not available till September 1st, but I am looking to give one away in the month of August. I've got a party I'm planning on doing, like a birthday party, but I would like to expand it to include all summer celebrations. So if you are celebrating anything in the month of August, a wedding, marriage, birthdays, whatever, somebody graduated, I don't care. If you've got something to celebrate in the month of August, I would love to have you as a host because I would like to have at least 5 hosts if I'm giving away a slow cooker, and I've only got 2. And you may be wondering, oh, Rachel, what's that? Let me show you guys what my chicken is resting on. You guys, this is a wood composite cutting board. Still has a nice deep groove, so if you're cutting something, the juices would flow in there instead of over onto your countertop. But Pampered Chef is replacing the white plastic cutting boards with a composite, so you don't have to worry about microplastics getting into your food when you're cutting into the board. But again, because it is composite wood, it gives a little bit, so it's not gonna dull your knives. You guys, there's so much coming out this fall. There's so much coming out this fall, and if you have not booked your party yet, I would love to have you. I should have maybe let this rest a little bit long because it's shredding as I'm cutting it. We'll just let it sit. I decided on fettuccine for my noodles. Oh, let me turn the vent off so you can hear me better. I've got my adorable little salt and pepper grinders, which are a gift for hosting in the month of September. And then I've got my pasta fork, you guys. This is one of my favorite Pampered Chef products. It is going to be part of the bundle that you can grab this week for What You Making Wednesday. But yeah, we're going to get this pasta cooked, and then we will be back to my rested chicken. I'm going to say this now before I forget to say it. If you want to be in the drawing to take home the Scampi mix, comment Scampi so that you're entered into the drawing. You can comment live and replay as well, but the only people in the drawing are the ones that comment Scampi. Because I don't know, maybe you watched it, you want to support me, but maybe you don't want the Scampi. So comment Scampi to be in the drawing. So you guys, my chicken's still pretty much shredded even after letting it rest for a few minutes, but I guess that's what I get for slow cooking it. I mean, any other situation, that's what I want, so that is okay. Composite cutting board, you guys, can go in the dishwasher if I did not mention that. So what I need to do next is to season the chicken with the Scampi mix. Now, you might be making this with raw chicken, so there's not too much seasoning that really needs to happen. I'm just going to let it sit here. Stir it up with one of my new scrapers and let it sit for a little bit before I get my saute pan out. Still waiting on the pasta to be done a little bit, you guys. But if you love that glass mixing bowl, you can get it in your kit as a new consultant. So I've got oil in a skillet, and the thing of it, you guys, is that my chicken is already cooked, so I'm not necessarily going to follow the instructions for cooking the chicken, but I am going to let it get, you know, warmed back up here, maybe brown a little bit before I do the next steps. But yeah, this is definitely a cheat, you guys, but this makes it something that you could do on a busy work night. Again, if you had your chicken already cooked, how simple would this be? So you guys, we just need 1/4 cup of white wine. And we're going to cook this for 3 to 4 minutes and kind of let it reduce. It seems that my wine evaporated on impact, you guys. So let me go ahead with my 4 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to let that melt down so then hopefully we get a little juiciness happening here. Otherwise, I don't know. I'll either have to add more wine or maybe grab some chicken stock. Now, you do know what I should have saved is I should have saved some of that starchy pasta water from when I drained the pasta, but I guess I'm just going to pour a little bit more wine out for my homies here. You guys, from here, all I'm going to do is toss my pasta in, and it is getting a little hot in my kitchen. So I'm going to do bread tonight, but I am going to do it in the air fryer, and I am going to get myself out of this kitchen.